Welcome back to The Lead. I'm Jake Tapper. In our world lead, it's 8 months later, and we're still searching for complete answers on how 4 Americans were killed in Benghazi, Libya. Tomorrow, the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee will hear testimony about the events before, during, and after the attack on Americans in Benghazi, Libya on September 11th and 12th, 2012. Strip away for a second the partisan posturing, the conspiracy theories from the right, and the attempts to douse the scandal by the left, and the facts and the testimony about what happened at Benghazi. Well, they should concern any American. It is hardly the White House's favorite topic of conversation. The 4 Americans killed last September in Libya. Ambassador Chris Stevens, Information Officer Sean Smith, and former Navy SEALs Tyrone Woods and Glenn Dougherty.
But let's be clear. Benghazi happened a long time ago.
Not that long ago, just 8 months in fact, and still many outstanding questions from individuals with first-hand knowledge of the events, career diplomats.
And the question that we would ask is, again, how thin does the ice have to get before someone falls through?
Former regional security officer in Libya, Eric Nordstrom, last October testified about his request for 12 security agents. Why was this denied?
You know what makes most frustrating about this assignment? It's not the hardships, it's not the gunfire, it's not the threats. It's dealing and fighting against the people, programs, and personnel who are supposed to be supporting me. For me, the Taliban is on the inside of the building.
And what about possible military support on the night of the attacks? The Pentagon says the closest fighter planes were too far away, with no tanker assets.
Time, distance, the lack of an adequate warning, events that moved very quickly on the ground prevented a more immediate response.
Sources tell CNN that Greg Hicks, then the #2 diplomat in Libya, will testify tomorrow that after the first attack on the compound in Benghazi, but before the second attack on the CIA annex, 4 U.S. Special Forces troops in Tripoli discussed reaching Benghazi in a Libyan aircraft. But the troops were told to stand down, much to the dismay of their commander, who, according to Hicks, said, "I have never been so embarrassed in my life," that a State Department officer has bigger balls than somebody in the military. Now, that flight left an hour after the second attack, so it's not clear that it would have made a difference, but it's also unclear why they were told not to go. Hicks says he thought it was a terrorist attack from the get-go, but the White House seemed eager to claim it was a protest of an anti-Muslim video, one that got out of hand.
The unrest we've seen around the region has been in reaction to a video that many Muslims find offensive.
The group around the Benghazi post was well armed. It was a well coordinated attack. You think it was a spontaneous protest against a movie?
Look, this is obviously under investigation.